Greetings, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Big Short Bets, another episode of Devs and Holders meeting. I'm Nick, and with me there is Bart, which is our devs manager, and Mr. Orwash, who is also doing the social medias for the entire Big Short Bets community. And we are here to tell you the next incoming news for the past week. And well, this is going to be a very important because this is a special edition of the live episode. Why is that, Mr. Orwash?
Yeah, it's because today our public sale will start 8 o'clock, just how we announced. We're gonna start the public sale on the live stream. But before that, we obviously gonna show you some new stuff that we implemented in our sandbox platform. This will be presented by Bartek. Later on, I want to show you some really cool news that I found on our platform. Those news including also what happened in Africa and more. And yeah, after that, and we're gonna start the public sale live on the stream. We're gonna show you our DApp and instructions. We're gonna present you everything to help you to get through that process. And later on, we reserve some time for our Q&A with you guys. So you're gonna ask us a question anyway, any question you like in both in Polish and English actually this time, because there's a lot of Polish people from Polish community that are gonna ask questions about the pre-sale public sale, and we're gonna answer them as well. So yes. Yeah, this is the agenda for the meeting.
If you have any kind of questions, leave them in the chat below. And before we start, go ahead and go to our Twitter page where you can find all the incoming information about the platform. And well, just as well, remember to join the sandbox. On the last live episode, we left an instruction. Mr. Orwash made the entire instruction on how to join. 3 easy steps on how to join the Big Short Bets sandbox platform. There is going to be another video instruction about that on our YouTube channel. So remember to hit the subscribe button and we can get right to it.
So Bartek?
Yeah, so hi everyone. Like every week, right, I want to show you what we add. Of course, we focus on the app, right, to make sure that this is safe. And this time we want to make sure that it will be easier than last time to just buy the new coins, so on. But this part will be covered by Maciej, right? So let's go to the sandbox because this time we're focusing on user experience changes, so on. But before of that, I want to give you a heads up that because there is a lot of questions on the Telegram, how is going on with the blockchain, the private blockchain that we are developing for our application. So we are doing everything what we can, and probably it's the high possibility that we'll achieve that with the coin climbing after this sale and with the listing of the coin on a Uniswap as well, the transaction will be available in the sandbox. So it means that when you receive your coins right away after that, you should be able to buy information on our platform. So I think that's good news. We prepared our blockchain. As well, I will remind you that there will be a special contract that you need to deposit your coins to our application. But thanks that inside our application, there will be no fee from gas. So you only just paying the standard smart contract burning logic. That it means that every transaction burns 1.5%, right, of transactions value, but without paying any fee for Ethereum blockchain, because it will be our blockchain, right? So I think it's good news because it's reduced your cost for making transactions and encourage you to use the coins inside our application. But yeah, let's go to the application, right? So let me share my screen. Where is my... I have too many windows. So give me a second. Yeah. Okay, I
That's
hope it's
totally
this.
fine.
Yeah, I hope it will be this one. I think so. Yeah. Okay. So, like you maybe realize, of course, still we are deploying our changes to the application, so you can just see some problems right now. For example, the images they are just don't display right now because they are just changed because we increasing our security. Maybe you remember that we used the function, sorry, the buckets with the files from Google Cloud Platform, but we just remove that to increase our security. Right now, it won't be a Google Cloud bucket. So in that case, there will be no option to, let's say, realize how from where we are sending this file, so on. So it's it will help us to just make sure that it's more secure than before. So yeah, so like I said, there could be some problems still because the code is right now is deploying to the production, right, to the sandbox. But what we already can see is that, for example, we added that we just realized that if you add your links in your base, it will be highlighted. And there is two types of links: the external links and the inside application links. The external links, of course, we are not sure what is it, right? So this is why we make this message for you to make sure that you are aware that it could be something that it's can be malicious or maybe danger for your computer, something like that. So make sure that if you use that to stay secure and be clean with your web searching and the browsing, right? But if I can just show you the example that right now you can share with us your. Okay, so guys, let's back to the presentation. So, like I mentioned a few seconds ago, like we just realized that we need to show you that the link is added in the base, right? So this is why you see that. And once again, I say that will be external links that will be throwing you the error, the warning that you need to be cautious, right? And you be careful with that links. And as well, there was a links for groups, for example, for your accounts that will share. And in that case, if you click on that, the application will open that profile, that group, and it will help you to navigate and share with everybody your group, with to show to the more people what group do you have and where to find your account, right? So something like that. Like as maybe you already realize that there's something new next to the response button and to the comments. I think that the comments is just one of, I think, the next important thing next to the bytes to build the community, and as well as in the many groups, right? In the Facebook, in the Reddit, this is the section that you can find sometimes more valuable information in beside of the main, let's say, page, the main page, the main thread in the application, right? So in that case, if you know that sometimes in the comments you can find a lot of details, right? So in that case, you can just hope to score that, and as well the scoring, everybody's comments makes the score in the same way, the same logic like for bets, right? So it will be counting the numbers of positive reactions and the negative reactions, and the ratio between of the two numbers will be displayed here. Like I said, we're still deploying the changes, so it will be working in the next hours. But for sure, we want to include that to your reputation system. Like maybe for now the reputation is mainly based on your bets, right? But we are extending that and extending. So I can just say, let's say, give you a heads up that any interaction application will give you a reputation, right? We don't want to, let's say, look at this situation this way. There is different types of the users in application, right? So for example, you can be the buyer, the seller, but sometimes you want to, like I say, you only want to buy something. You don't want to share any information. You don't want to discuss about any topics. You only want to buy something. So you already can just imagine what I want to say right now is that you can't, for example, you don't need to make any baits and comments to get your reputation, because it's enough to make a transaction in application. So this is our goal, to make sure that the reputation will be gained through all the actions that it's an application. Of course, if you are very active user using all the functions in application, you will gain your reputation faster, right? But always you have the option, right, to for example, do not step to the any, for example, discussion, but still have option to get the reputation. Yeah, so this is one thing. Like, you made me realize that this new button over here, this is mainly for Polish guys. We want to start introducing different languages. Like, maybe you know that our marketing is fighting for just, if there is, for example, more comments, you can just hide this and it will help you to scroll that, right? And okay, so, and as well, there was a question, the request that you want to you want to see only the baits when you go to the groups. So in that case, there is no option that you will see information in the first place, right? So it goes straight to the bait. I think that it will be more useful and comfortable to use that. And if we are talking right now about the groups, this is the good place to stop and discuss, because like always, we are listening to your suggestions. So it will be great if you can share with us the information that it will be useful for you to, for example, searching the groups that you want to find. What does it mean? It means that, for example, you can just suggest to me that, Bartek, we need to, for example, know which group has the most, the biggest number of the users inside, right? As a members, right? Or maybe which group has the biggest amount of Ethereum in total together, right? Maybe they're just whales and something, or maybe which group is the oldest one, or something like that. We can just put anything what you want, because I know that it's quite important for you to just make this search more user friendly. So, like always, we want to include you in our development. So this is the great place to maybe just give some suggestions and talk about it together. And yeah, so something like that. Maybe we have some questions on chat.
Yes,
I don't know.
Yes, exactly. We have actually a couple of them.
If you have any questions, let us know.
Yeah, so basically we have one question from Namrasid. Do we have any plans to move actual database from the beta of the app? I mean, the information from the sandbox to the beta version, from alpha to beta.
Yeah, so I think that we are close to main version, right, with the coins, so I can just share more information. For sure, the public base, there's a lot of very nice and useful information. So probably debates in the groups and debates in general, the public base will be migrate to the new application, so it will be migrate to the new database. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with the comments, because still the comments, they are, let's say, right now not so useful like we can imagine, right? For sure, the hashtags that we already created, we want to take with us, and your accounts. And why we want to take your accounts? First of all, we want to make sure that, for example, the trolls and the guys who with the low reputation will stay with that, like that, and we want to flag them to the future, right? But as well, there is option that, and I think that I can officially say that right now, that the people who trusted us and just buy the coins during the first pre-sale, the Polish pre-sale, the first international pre-sale, right? And you take part in the sandbox, these free conditions will increase your reputation at the beginning of the main application. So it means that we want to show that we appreciate so much that your contribution, that what you gave us through this, I think, 3 months, right? And how you help us to get the point that we are right now. So for all those of you, the reputation will be increased by for only that you take part of this project so early, right? So I think that will be great advantage on the market, because first of all you will be better visible for potential buyers for your information, or maybe it will be easier to get a good price for information if you want to, or maybe you will be like VIP to be in the group because you are the guy who started so early in the project. I hope it will help you, and I think that it's a nice way to say thank you for all of you. So like I say, base for sure your accounts as well. I'm not sure what will happen with the messages, because there is still option to the encryption, right? So the encryption will start, the end-to-end encryption for messages will start working, then everything will change there. So I think that everything around the base probably can be deleted, but the main information that you already shared and your reputation will probably stay with you.
Oh, okay. So that's a good news for someone who was the entire time on the server, because they were curious about, hey, what's gonna happen with my account? What's gonna happen with my nickname, actually? So the most important thing, which is the reputation, it will stay with your account when
Yes.
the final version comes out.
Let me just show the one thing. It will be the function that we prepared, because maybe you realize that your reputation changed today after our deployment to the production, and there is. So I just quickly just show you what is it. What you can see, this is the function that will covers how our reputation works, and you can see that it goes between -1 to 1, and 1 means that it's maximum value of positive reputation. -1 is a troll, right? So you can see that there is a straight line, and means that you are in the hell, right? It means that there is no way back. And 0 is the point that you started, right? So this means that this is the all new members there. And if you go to the right on this function, it means that you are getting the positive reputation, right? And like you can see, it's more like we just cover a few ideas from game theory. So you can see that it's quite easy in the first few levels, let's say like that, to get the new new reputation level, right? But it's getting harder and harder through the time. So it means that if somebody is an honorable user or something like that, it means that it's did a lot of job and work and hard working. For example, I don't know, adding reactions, sharing information, selling information, so on. It means that the person did a lot of good for our community, right? On the left side, you can see that there is quite hard to start. Not the application will give you some room to be, let's say, picky a little bit, let's say like that. But after that, it's something like called warning 1, warning 2, and after warning 2 is a troll. And if you can see, the straight line means that the value just goes to so far that it will be hard to back for you from them. So be careful to don't get to be a troll, because it will be hard. I think that there's no option to back from them there. So this is how we want to deal with
Ouch.
the problems, right?
Yeah.
So I think that it's a good example, and I know that there was a lot of questions from you. Why it's so easy right now on the sandbox to get so many points and so high reputation? Like you maybe know, we prepare the model, right? The idea how it should be calculated, but without the data from you, it's hard to, let's say, adjust some variables, right? So thanks to what you already did for us in that sandbox, we prepared the first version of the variables for you. So this is why today, when we deploy this new version, all the reputation has changed, right? So right now it's harder to get a positive reputation level, but I think it will be something nice, right? And you can see, and I can give you a hint that right now, when you are in this place, that we are sure about our reputation model. Our next steps is to prepare the special view for you. It's called rankings, and we want to show who posted for example, the biggest amount of baits, or who is the most active commenter, right, or reaction person, or who has the highest reputation in our application, so on. So I think that it will be funny to see how people compete it, on the market in a way that it's designed. I mean, for selling and getting some information, but as well to competing like in the game, right? To get your statistic higher and higher, and I hope it will be fun for everybody.
Yeah,
And as
it
well,
does sound like like an MMORPG kind of game.
yeah, we want to add something that it will be a little addictive for users, right? To force them to use a little bit of applications. That's why we come up with that idea. And as well, and you can realize that, and I can want to make sure that you're aware that if you get higher reputation, your power, I mean your vote in our application will be more valuable, right? So it means that somebody with very high reputation, but for example with only 100 coins, can be, I mean that this person will have the same valuable vote in any, for example, topics or discussions or so on, like person who has, for example, 1,000 coins, but the new guy in the application, right? So I think it gives you option to, for example, be on the same level with the whales who don't want to, for example, be a part of, for example, for community, but they have a lot of coins, right?
Right.
And you can stay on the same level because you are honorable and you're honorable member of
It does
community,
sound
right?
fair. It does sound fair. Like it kind of evens the possibilities for any kind of user, depending on the style of the person who you want to be in the community.
Yes, and as well, I can just share today because we are, the coins is right the corner, right? I think that the next month we should be able to claim them, right? And as well, we want to introduce. So I can say that some of, I mean a lot of us in the dev team just thinking that it's a great idea to, for example, there will be option to donate user, right? Because it's quite we want to share with somebody, for example, with our gains, with who help us to achieve something, right? We can see that on the Twitter, sorry, not Twitter, but on a Twitch, on YouTube, right? If there is some fun or maybe somebody helps you, you donate some amount of money, right? So there will be option to donate. So maybe if you get a very high reputation and you share a lot of useful information, somebody with big wallet will help you in your future and in life, right?
Yeah, that's another way of benefiting. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, let us know, and we'll get back to Mr.
Yeah,
Horwash to talk
I have
about
actually.
the. Okay, go ahead.
I have actually one question because this is something what I'm looking forward to as well. Do you know maybe Bartek when we can expect the dark mode in our application?
Okay,
It is
so
something that goes on every stream, but yeah, I'm also looking forward because I'm a big fan of the dark modes in any application. I use it in any application possible, so yeah, it's a good question for me as well.
let me check if I can. I think I can. So we are working on new style of our application, and it will be big change because the Grzegorz, who is our design and the art director, changed a lot of in our application, and we want to make sure that we create our own identity, right? Because right now it's quite flat, right? It's a lot of white with the simple shapes, nothing special, right? But we want to introduce something more interesting, I think.
Yeah.
But let me just quickly open our project.
Grzegorz is actually a really cool artist. Wait till you see the pitch deck, which is about to come out. Like my jaw, I had to collect it from the ground.
Oh yeah.
He's really like a piece of art, to be honest, and he's really good at it. So you can expect the unexpected, I would say.
Expect the unexpected. That's a good one.
Okay, so let me share my screen.
All right.
So I hope everything will be fine. Not this. Yeah. Okay. So sorry for my. Okay, so it's Mac. So yeah. So like you can see here, it's getting. I mean, this is the our option for dark mode, right? And so it will change a little bit. But if you want to, I want to show you if we are talking about the changes and what is coming, and the application will change. Where is it? Let me quickly just scroll to the bottom. Where is it? Okay, guys, let me just refresh the application.
Sure. Take your
Because
time, okay?
this project is so big that sometimes it's crashed.
Yeah, big short bets, no?
Yeah, because we have something like you know, we are using the Figma for prototyping and just preparing our the views, how it will look in the future, right? So we have something right now like I think around 200 projects, right? Sorry, not project, but prototypes. So it means
Oh,
that
wow.
there's different options and buttons, corner cases, and so on. So this is why this is why it's sometimes crashed, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
things crash sometimes.
Especially if you are using the web option, right? Come on.
Yeah, especially in a thunderstorm season.
Yeah. Okay, so you can see this is how it's changed, right? So in the right top corner there will be the messages, the notifications on your account. On the left side you have main page, the followers, groups, market, and
Okay.
more, right? You can see that it's quite a little bit changed, and we are going in that direction. I think that will be more feasible and more comfortable, and we want to change that. And as well there will be some animations with the whale and with our coins, so on. And as well, maybe I can give you hints, the reputation will be reflects around your avatar, and as well there will be some let's say like the badges, right, that you can just get an application to, for example, to show that you are, for example, a reliable vendor that always sell the good information or so on, right? So I think it will help to, because you need to remember that it's hard for everybody to assess your profile, right? Because you are only the MetaMask address, and we want to give you so many tools to, let's say, check the person. It's the reliable person, or you should avoid him, right, or her. So in that case, we want to prepare everything, because only based on information that this is public in the BigShortBets, you need to make your decision to make or to not make the transactions or business with this person, right? So this is why we are focusing so much on that.
Yes, exactly. Actually, right now I see that our Telegram chat is under fire from bots, so I had to really do something about it, because I see that there's a lot of people joining and most of them are probably some computers. But yeah, I'm back with you now. Actually, I wanted to show you something from our platform, something interesting that I ran into recently. If I'm just gonna share my screen, all right.
Yeah, let me show you. So I had my microphone turned off, but what I said basically was that we are going to have some handful of informations from Mr. Orwash, and as you've noticed, he said that our Telegram is on fire right now. And right now you see a MetaMask login page.
Yes,
to
I just
Big
wanted
Short
to
Bets.
show you how to getting through it. So it's just a normal thing for me to just log into our platform.
So
Yeah,
the entire
so-
instruction on how to do it, it's available on the last live stream from the last week.
Or I can see that you're no longer fishy.
I'm a new guy. Yeah, but I'm staying, undercover, I would say, because I saw everything that I post, it's getting baits down no matter what I post. So I don't know if people don't like me or just like playing with me like this, but I love them, so it doesn't matter for me. At this point, yeah, something I want to show you. There's some good groups, good people just starting to posting. We have Scam Cleaner who just started to posting some scams in the crypto world. It's pretty good, pretty viable because I'm in contact with him and I know what is the source of information that he's taking it from. Another thing I wanted to show you that we have some good information from China. Good information from South America, but there's another thing I run into, which is the most impressive thing
Yeah,
for
you
me.
were saying something about Africa, actually.
Yes, this was actually. Let me just check it. Let's just check this South Africa because it popped.
Oh, so we got South America, Africa, Europe, United States, and where you guys are from, let us know in the chat where you guys are watching
Let me
this live
just scroll
stream.
it down because
I think Maciej, if it's in the description is mentioned Africa, type that search should be found.
Yes, just in Africa. You want Africa? Yeah, let's type
There was
Africa.
mentioned, if for example,
Oh, this is this one. Actually, but the I don't know, the photo just disappeared. We have this guy who posted about Zuma, about the looting and the purge, and there was actually it's on our Twitter. Let me just get. I want to get from here, but on our Twitter, if the Mikołaj would be so glad
Yes,
if he
I'm
could
showing the Twitter right
scroll
now.
down a little. I
Sure.
post the information from it. Just scroll a little bit more. A little bit more, please.
Wait, I will give you the show you what we see. So we are on our BigShortBets Twitter. Make sure to leave a follow.
Scroll down. You actually. Yes, still there's information about the public sale.
There is
Oh my
Fed
God.
information, consumer price index of change, inflation.
Yeah, so like you can see, our Telegram channel is under fire right now.
And there is a South Africa shutdown, Zuma riots.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the news. This is the news. What was before I saw any additional news on any other platform, even before on the other before any other Twitter channel started to posting about the Zuma riot and so on. Those information was first hand. There was a media statement from there posted by some guy on the platform, and yeah, this showed me the true idea of this project. This is what we're all about. This is the information beforehand, before we can get everyone else. This guy is actually, I think he's from the Africa. I don't know what he's doing there. Maybe he's driver or anything else. But the information that he provided was great, and yeah, and I'm really impressed about that. And actually, another thing what I wanted to show you, it was actually in Polish language, and some guy put it out that basically the information that the PAP, which is a Polish press agency, they informed on the 14th of July that the factories, car factories, they suspend the production. Yeah, so they put the information, and on the BigShortBet platform, 21 days ago.
3 weeks. That's 3 weeks before the press.
Exactly. 3 weeks ago, there was information that there is a huge shortage of the car chips, and this thing gonna impact the car production because those are the chips that are used in the car production, and it's gonna impact the whole industry as well. So now you can see that this information goes through to the most to the mass media, and those are information are published on our BigShortBets platform, and I'm pretty happy about it because this is what we
That's
are about
huge.
so far, and I'm pretty stoked on this one.
Wow, this is huge. This is huge. This is guys why this platform is up and running for you. So yeah. Remember to go to the Twitter page if you're not yet on the platform itself on the sandbox. Go to BigShortBets on Twitter if you have one. Even if you don't, there is an entire instruction, just 3 small steps on how to join the sandbox. If
Like
you
you
want to be
mentioned,
ahead of the media, 3 weeks ahead of the media, this is the place for you.
yeah, I think that's a good place to mention that it's easy to get right to our application right now, and it's right now we don't need the coins. In the future, of course, they will be limited for only for our hodlers, right? But right now you can start creating your brand right inside the application. But you know, guys, there is funny thing because you have very useful information way before the market, and I think that it would be great if you just start discussing how we can use that information in the comment section below this page, right? It will be quite interesting how we can just, for example, use that 3 weeks before everybody to, for example, just make our position on the market.
Yeah, that's one thing. But you can use it on so many other things. Even if you're a journalist, if you're a whistleblower, if you're just anyone that could use this information for your job, for your work, or for your industry, well, that's a big heads up. 3 weeks is a big heads up.
And that's a good point. I think that your wide, wide look on that
Yeah.
group of the people is quite good. I think that I never think in that way that somebody who is working on the press can just use that. But I think that maybe Miko, you can just confirm that because you are from media, right? You are so good, like your information that you can post before everybody, right? So
Yeah, I agree. This is the best, the most important thing. I mean, sure, you need to avoid the fake news. That's one thing. But the other thing is you need to be fast.
Yes, exactly. But there's another thing which I'm showing you right now. This is actually for a Polish community. I give it a shout out on our Telegram group because I think it's pretty impressive. Basically, a guy is seeking contacts to journalists, but that journalists that specialize in crimes, that they are investigate journalists, because he covered some scam from Marshall Lyon Consulting company, and so basically has a lot of information about this company, about the court rulings and all the kinds of stuff that happens right now in a court in a civil procedure. And basically he said that he will cover the cost of this publication in the media and so on, because he just want to get rid of the scam that they are scamming people, and basically it's about the money, yeah. And the public authorities aren't doing anything about that because maybe they can, maybe they don't want to, but he want to give a shout out to this thing to the mass media and passing on to other people. So I think that this is something with what the Polish part of the community should get interested in. And like I mentioned in the Telegram group, if you have any information about that, if you have any contacts to the investigating journalists in Poland, let me know on the Telegram channel straight to me, because I really want to help this guy, and I think we all should help this guy, because one thing, we are a big family, we are a big community, and this is the moment where we can show really big power as a community. And
yeah, I think the most important thing that it's worth noticing is what you both guys said, Mr. Orwash and Bartek, that the whales are not necessarily the whales that are on the stock market, but the whales might be a government, it might be the not just the government but also the judges or some kind of corporations or whoever that might be. And even as a community, you can go not just against, I don't know, big whales on the Wall Street, but also against big whales anywhere else, as not just the betters, shorters, but also as the journalists or just straight out people from internet. That's all.
Exactly.
Maciej,
All right.
I know what you. If you want to be a part of this project, please remember that on our page is core team at BigShortBets.com email that you can send. If you are a React developer or you are Python Django developer, we are looking to increase our resources. So if you want to join us and be part of this project, there is big opportunity because we are so hard right now looking for you if you are one of these developers. And I think that's it all I can say for today. I think, Maciej, it's time, right? We are
Yeah,
1 minute.
exactly.
8 p.m.
Exactly. This is the
p.m.
time. Yeah. So basically, our chat is still under attack. It basically probably because of our public pre-sale. But this is the moment that I can show it every one of you. No way. Oh my god. Mikołaj, can you?
No
This
worries.
is because
Sure.
this is the Tor page probably, and the access is
Yeah,
limited. But just let me use the normal site.
All right. Well, for now, you see our Twitter page. Right here, there is entire instruction on how to join the Sandbox platform. As we wait for...
Sorry,
Yes.
guys. You probably have a problem with this. It's the data that you stored in your web browser. You need to just clean your data in the web browser, and after that should be a new page visible because you are still storing the information about the previous one, right? So this is why, because I just checked everything is, if you click on the button right now, everything works fine. And I can show my screen, but I don't have MetaMask here. So it's better for you, right, guys? So give us a few seconds. Maciej or Mikołaj will...
Yes, I'm getting to it because it's because I actually use the Tor browser is the main reason why I couldn't.
Do you have the other browser?
Yes.
No, we are only using the Tor browser.
Good.
You don't want to be monitoring everybody, right?
And you don't need a Facebook if you got our page, right? If you got the Big Short Bets, you won't need any other kind of social media.
It will be hard to show you your new Lamborghini or your location on the BigShortBets because after that probably somebody will knock to your doors, right?
Exactly.
Of course, guys, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Yes, give us.
I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed today. You guys
It's big
can't
day.
even-
It's big day. It's big day.
I haven't slept yesterday, so basically this is the reason why probably.
Yeah, me and Maciej, we are working so hard because in the same time when we have a sale, right, today, tomorrow we have the conference, right, for every guys in Poland.
Yeah, there's gonna be a party as well there, so that's gonna be a cool one.
the party is the second thing that.
All right. Sorry.
We have 4 hours of presentation for you to cover everything that you want to know about our application to make sure that the people who invest in our in our project in Poland will understand every piece of information in detail. So we prepared very So I will just shut up right now.
All right. Back to you.
All right, so basically this is our site. If you want to join our public pre-sale, which is just officially started, you can just use the click here. On the left, you can see that there is a public sale. You have the whole instructions here. The rules are here that the pre-sale is available at $1 per one BSB token. The value of the the money that you deposited is calculated by data taken directly from the chain, and basically it means that every time you send us, you deposit a sum. It's for the Ethereum especially. If you deposit Ethereum, the data is taken directly from Chainlink in the moment that you made a deposit, just to make sure that we won't exceed our limit of the biggest B tokens. The biggest B tokens is around 3.5 million biggest B tokens, I think. And so yeah, on the left you have the whole instructions what you should do, and we're gonna get through that with me one by one. So first you have to obviously connect your MetaMask wallet, and to do that
so
you
right
just
now
choose it.
you guys don't see the messages on inside the MetaMask. Much is only just sharing the web browser, but there will be
exactly.
there will be questions to connect your MetaMask to website, and after that, this is the same way how you connect your MetaMask to the Uniswap, and as well, this is the way how you connect your MetaMask to our application. So it shouldn't be a problem with that.
Exactly, and you can see that it says that please change network to mainnet in your MetaMask wallet. Is because basically in my MetaMask wallet, I'm currently logged into the Ropsten text network.
You need to send this amount that you approved. We don't want to split the transactions. So if you approved for example, 1,000 tokens, you need to send 1,000 tokens. You can't split that to the 50-50. Matthew, we are seeing your screen, so it will be great to just stop sharing that.
Sorry.
and yeah, in that case, so like I said, if you approving 100 tokens, you should send 100 tokens. We don't want to, the application won't help you to, let's say, send that twice, and every time it will be 50, right? So it's not this way, right? If you make something like that, there will be needed support from our side through Ethereum scan, but I hope there will be no cases like that.
Tak, jeżeli macie jakieś pytania, to zadawajcie je teraz w czacie, bo chcieliśmy zrobić również Q&A dla polskich użytkowników. Tokeny będą dystrybuowane po zakończeniu ostatniej rundy sprzedażowej fazy pierwszej, czyli to jest public sale. Po zamknięciu public sale będzie TG, czyli ten Token Generation Event, którym stworzymy te tokeny i następnie będzie udostępniany DApp do odbioru tych tokenów. Tak? Odbiór tokenów będzie polegał do claimowania, dokładnie. Odbiór tych tokenów będzie polegał na tej samej zasadzie co wpłata, tylko w drugą stronę. Tak? Zamiast spłacać, będziecie je otrzymywać stosowną transakcją zrobioną w ten sam sposób za pomocą MetaMaska. Więc tak to będzie wyglądać. Czy macie jeszcze jakieś pytania?
We are this.
Nie mogą nas...
On
they don't-
fire.
I have
Oh,
information
okay.
from
This is sorry. This was my microphone. So, let me do it again, okay? Sorry for that. Sorry for that. Sorry, I had my microphone turned off just so you don't hear everything going on around here. There is a planes going on and other stuff. So as I was saying, polska społeczność. Moi drodzy, jeżeli chcecie i macie ochotę, jesteście w Warszawie, 16 lipca będzie specjalne spotkanie BigShortBets, HODLERS and DEVS and HODLERS w Warszawie. To jest bardzo ciekawa propozycja dla Was, ponieważ to będzie live spotkanie, nie live w kontekście live'a, który teraz przeprowadzamy, tylko w kontekście tego, że chcemy Was poznać. Chcemy Was poznać, chcemy z Wami się spotkać, żebyście zobaczyli, że za projektem stoi po prostu człowiek, stoją mięśnie, całe ciało, świetny oczywiście zespół Bartka, który nocami i dniami zarywają po prostu lipcowe noce upalne, żeby siedzieć razem z wami i dla was rozwijać tą społeczność, tą platformę. I tak samo pan Maciek Orłosz, który tutaj oczywiście z nami jest, który stara się, abyście byli poinformowani na Twitterze i innych platformach naszej społeczności. Możecie oczywiście wejść tutaj także na Telegram, który w tej chwili płonie cały czas, a także na Twitterze oczywiście macie wszelkie informacje, jeżeli chcecie się z nami spotkać, umówić, zobaczyć. To będzie pierwsze tego typu spotkanie. Przede wszystkim musicie pamiętać, że jest to anonimowe. Nikt nie będzie o tym za specjalnie wiedział, nie musicie się przedstawiać, mówić kim jesteście oczywiście, ale oczywiście zapraszamy wszystkie osoby na zebranie, żebyście wy wiedzieli, że rzeczywiście stoją za tym prawdziwi ludzie i możecie nas poznać z bliska. And I'm switching back to English. Back to you. Sorry for my microphone.
All right, guys. So we are thank you for very much. If you have any questions, just hit us up on our Telegram group regarding. I will probably stay up very long today, up night. So even if you go,
Yeah. I
even
see,
if you
I
go
see
message
one
me
more
at 2
question
a.m.,
though.
so-
If you're
Oh,
guys
yeah?
up to answer
Of
this.
course, go on.
It's in Polish, but pan Andrzej napisał, że brał udział w pierwszej sesji pre-sale. Rozumiem, że tokeny będą dystrybuowane w tym samym czasie dla obu sesji. So the pre-sale and the tokens that are right now, the premiere, which we got just recently, like 18 minutes ago, are going up for everyone at the same time, right?
Yes, it will be the same event, like where we create.
The same
it will
drop.
be the first time where we create the coins, right? So like, let me just say that in Polish. Tak, wtedy stworzymy wszystkie tokeny i zostaną rozdane przez wszystkich, którzy brali udział przez te wszystkie edycje.
Dokładnie.
There is another
Dokładnie tak.
question for probably Mr. Olwash. Kiedy jakaś reklama tokenu będzie na świecie?
Reklama tokenu. Nie, no jakby serio. W sensie jakby my nie... Słuchajcie,
Jest to możliwe.
my tworzymy platformę. Nie tworzymy samego tokenu. My nie jesteśmy Shiba Inu, nie jesteśmy jakimś Baby Dodge'em, który polega tylko na tym, że nagania ludzi, pali kasę ogromną na to, żeby ludzie kupowali token, żeby później wyciągnąć płynność. My budujemy platformę. To na pewno nie zajmie nam krótki czas. Ja powtarzam od zawsze na naszym czasie. Inwestycja w BigShortBets nie jest inwestycją krótkoterminową, ponieważ raz, że wszystkie, znaczy krótkoterminowo w sensie krypto, tak? Bo krótki termin w krypto oznacza, nie wiem, miesiąc, dwa, cokolwiek, tak? To jest inwestycja przynajmniej na rok, dwa. Musicie poczekać, aż wszystkie funkcjonalności platformy będą i wtedy dopiero zacznie się, że tak powiem, heat up. Że dopiero wtedy będzie gorąco.
Pytanie, czy ważniejsza jest platforma, czy... Bo token bez
Właśnie.
platformy jest niczym, a platforma bez tokena by przyszła.
Dokładnie.
I my chcemy
Dokładnie
dobrą
tak.
platformę zrobić, a to, że token, który wam pozwoli być pierwszymi, lepszymi i jeszcze do tego mieć coś, co będzie jakimś środkiem płatniczym na niej, jeszcze jest wasze, no to jest tędy droga, tak?
Dokładnie.
Sam token jest tylko jak
To
token.
nie jest sam cel, tylko środek do celu.
Wartość tokena nie idzie, jakby jedni nadają wartość tokenowi za pomocą reklamy, obklejają, nie wiem, samochody NASCAR, wynajmują telebimy na Nasdaqu, jakby to jest super, jakby podoba mi się, fajnie, ale to jest, co, nadają wartość dla tokenu samym tylko i wyłącznie marketingiem. My tworzymy platformę, dlatego tokenu będzie rzeczywista użyteczność i w momencie, kiedy ta użyteczność rzeczywiście będzie, a będzie, uwierzcie mi, że będzie, bo Dlatego rozwijamy różne funkcjonalności naszej platformy właśnie po to, żeby ta użyteczność tokenu była i to stąd będzie ta wartość. I tak naprawdę nie kupujcie naszego tokena, używajcie naszej platformy, słuchajcie, i to jest dla nas najważniejsze w tym momencie, tak? A cena tokena, jakby ci, co z nami zostaną najdłużej, oni będą najbardziej nagrodzeni, bo Rafał mi tłumaczył wiele kwestii związanych z tym. Ja też musiałem się przestawić od takiego zwykłego marketingu, takiego shilowania na takie, żeby właśnie reklamować się gdzie popadnie, żeby ludzie kupowali nasze token. Ale uwierzcie mi, z czasem, jeżeli zostaniecie z nami, jeżeli uwierzycie w ten projekt,
Okej, to są
będzie
bardzo
fajnie, po
istotne
prostu będzie
informacje w
fajnie.
ogóle strategiczne też dla ludzi, którzy mogą się zastanawiać właściwie co to, po co to. No cóż, moi drodzy, jeżeli macie taką
Tylko dowiem tylko
okazję...
jedną rzecz, tylko jedną ostatnią rzecz powiem. My budujemy FOMO na informacji w platformie, a nie FOMO na cenę coina. Bo ma być FOMO na to, że ktoś nie jest na platformie i nie ma dostępu do informacji i to go boli. Że nie ma tych informacji, że go nie ma w tym społeczności, że on nie bierze udziału w tych akcjach. A nie chodzi o to, że mu odjeżdża cena. To nie tędy droga.
I po to są te live'y, po to, żebyście byli na bieżąco z tym, co się dzieje z projektem, co się dzieje właściwie na platformie, żebyście byli poinformowani, jakby to jest cały cel wymiany informacji. A jeżeli chcecie oczywiście sami zapytać prosto w twarz, to jutro specjalnie zaproszenie dla Was macie pierwszą taką okazję, wspólne spotkanie Face to Face Meeting Friday w piątek, 16 lipca 2021.
Dokładnie.
Wszystkie inne informacje oczywiście macie tutaj, jest event na Facebooku, jeżeli jesteście bardziej facebookowi, cała informacja na Twitterze, co, gdzie, kiedy w Warszawie, w Polsce, także zapraszamy. I wtedy będzie idealna okazja, żeby się zobaczyć i porozmawiać, po prostu zobaczyć na własnej skórze, co to, po co to, a jeśli oczywiście jeszcze tego nie zrobiliście, to po prostu odwiedźcie platformę na Sandboxie. Informacje znajdziecie na poprzednim live'ie, a także już niebawem będzie osobna instrukcja na kanale YouTube. Zapraszamy do subskrybowania, zostawienia łapki w górę. No i coś, moi drodzy, dziękuję Bartoszowi oraz dziękuję Maciejowi za tę garść informacji w tym tygodniu, a my widzimy się już jutro, a na YouTubie za tydzień. Także dziękujemy. Tak. I teraz machamy do Was wszyscy i puszczam outro. 3, 2, 1. Dobranoc. Trzymajcie się, do zobaczenia. Cześć.
Dziękujemy. Jeszcze się.
So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. Coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. take it. Can't go the rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. A storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne.